Hey everybody! Today we're going to be looking at modding and its relationship with gaming. Now this is a rather broad subject, of course. There are multiple instances of mods becoming so popular they grow into separate games. Stuff like Gary's Mod, Daisy, and to a lesser degree Chivalry and Medieval Warfare. These games grew from mods starting out as a labor of love. For simplicity's sake, I'm going to narrow down the focus a bit to something that's a bit more manageable. So let's take a look at the mods of a series of games that is a bit more obscure but no less compelling. Join me as we take a look at the Total War series, a microcosm in modding. So to start off, let me get some lingo out of the way. What are mods? Mods, short for modifications, are things that alter games to perform differently than intended by the developers. Mods come in all shapes and sizes, from the mini-mod to massive overhauls, also known as total conversions. Mods that are so immensely professional they often feel like different games. Now for the other part here, what is the Total War series? Well, the Total War series are a series of games made by British developer Creative Assembly and published by Sega. They are a hybrid of real-time tactics, a more battle-focused version of real-time strategy, and turn-based strategy like Civilization or Risk. They are almost always set in a specific historical period, like ancient Rome, medieval Europe, feudal Japan, Napoleonic, etc., etc. They are renowned for being games where you field massive armies on the battle map, and proceed to conquer the world on the campaign map. So, where do mods fall in this? Well, first let me show you this picture. Can you tell which one is the mod? If you guess the one on the right, you're wrong. And if you guess the one on the left, I'm very impressed. The one on the right is a screenshot from an unaltered or vanilla Total War game. And the other is from a medieval mod being made by yours truly. In fact, I made that screenshot. Even if you could tell which one is the mod, I would say it's still quite impressive. Mods have been the lifeblood of the Total War series for the past 12 years, which is quite a long time in gaming. So, let's break down some of the ways mods help out the base games. The great fantasy mods of Medieval 2. So let's start off with a bang. Medieval 2 Total War was a Total War game released 10 years ago in 2006. It was a remake of Medieval Total War from 2002. Out of all the games in the series, this one is the most modded, and despite being 10 years old, it's the most popular and the most played thanks to it even to this day. In particular, Medieval 2 sports some of the best fantasy mods for any game. Let's tackle just some of these. There's Third Age Total War, a Lord of the Rings mod that has it all, and changes the setting, the armies, even recreating the cities. It's become so big that it spawned its own modding scene, building on it further, with people making sub-mods. Also there's Westeros, and I apologize if I've mispronounced that, Total War, a mod that transforms the game to the setting of Game of Thrones, which actually successfully fought off a cease and desist from the modern estate. Or how about Hyrule Total War, a loose adaptation of the Legend of Zelda games? To clarify, legally, as long as they don't ask for money, and no modder would dare, it's perfectly legal. It's these incredible works that keep players coming. Even now, this mod's still in development and generating hype. Some of these mods fulfill something legally games couldn't do officially. You'll never see an official Total War game on the Lord of the Rings or Hyrule. It would just cost too much for the rights. So mods like these are almost as seen as a godsend, especially since they're free. Mini-mods. Mods can also provide patches and improvements to a base game without changing everything. This is especially useful if there are some problems that are never fixed by patches and the creators have moved on. It's not going to be perfect, but still tends to make the problems more manageable. Also, they are the ones you can use better with Steam Workshop given the file size. The future of modding. Modding is still being done on the newer Total War games, but it's often hindered by the natural changes that come with game development. Creative Assembly needs to provide the tools that could be fan-made before, and that takes time and money from them that they can't easily take away from actual game development. There are bastions of incredible work though. This is a World War I mod. The base game? Napoleonic era. And here's some screenshots from my own medieval mod. The original period was the fall of Rome around the turn of the Hun. While the amount of mods have decreased, there's still those willing to make it work. The impact of modding. Lastly, I want to talk about the impact mods have on the community. Is there a credible link to be found? There's a lot of word of mouth, but I wanted to go bigger than that. Given my relationship with various Total War Let's Players for my own modding work, I decided to ask several of them. Here's what one of them had to say. Mods are absolutely vital to my YouTube channel, and they are one of the main reasons why I've had a lot of success lately. People enjoy watching things that are new and different, and mods can help achieve that. For example, everyone loves Lord of the Rings, and the mod Third Age Total War is a very popular one. About a year ago, I decided to upload online battles from Third Age. At the time, nobody was doing it, and my channel boomed from it. And that is the beauty of mods. You have very talented people working from all over the world to create games that we would never be able to play without their efforts. I constantly rely on mods for fresh new content, and my channel would not be where it is now without them. Mods are not only huge for YouTube, but also gaming in general. People don't realize that mods can make a game's shelf life 10 times longer. For example, Medieval 2 has been out for 10 years, and still one of my most watched games because of mods. As you might have noticed, he's saying a lot of the points I've been talking about. And I've heard that from other YouTubers such as Alex the Rambler, Lawyer of Sparta, and many others, though unfortunately only one got back to me with a proper quote. My point is that mods are really awesome and compelling. They're ways of expressing a passion for a series of games they love. They bring people together and achieve things not even the developers could do. This is Peter Cacciatore, aka Username Warman, signing off.